So, hello and welcome back to the third and last installment on Venezuelan coins. That is because pretty much after this video I've run out of coins to actually go through. Even though this currency, the Bolivar Forte, is no longer in circulation. In 2018, they actually redenominated again. In 2021, they redenominated for a third time. So this currency was first issued in 2008, but the coins were minted in 2007. So the redenomination, as you can see by the 1,000 bolivars of the first currency that was issued in 1879, is 1,000 to 1. And the later redenominations are actually a lot higher. So the redenomination of this one was 100,000 to 1, and the current currency replaced the Bolivar Soberano in 2021 at 1 million to 1. So it's about to equal 1 Bolivar, the first currency. In today's terms, you need like 100 trillion of these coins. So I've shown the redenomination. So we had 1 centimos equals 10 bolivars. 5 centimos equals 50 bolivars. 10 centimos, 100 bolivars. The 50 centimos equals 500 bolivars. You can see the size difference between those. And the only two coins that were a similar size, or the same size pretty much, was the 1,000 old bolivars equals 1 new bolivar. So if we can look close up at these coins, and you can see there's nothing really special, just as the denomination on one side. And on the obverse, we just have the coat of arms. Now, the only exciting thing about these is that they did issue 25 and 50 centimos commemorative coins. Obviously, I don't have these. And there are no mintage figures for these coins. Venezuela just stopped issuing mintage figures, probably because there's so many of these coins minted. But still, that doesn't really affect inflation in today's currencies. It is the banknotes that affect inflation. Unlike, like I was reading about, the currencies of Greece creaked when the Venetians actually occupied the place. There was a fluctuation in the value between silver and gold depending on how much quantity of each was in circulation. If there was not enough gold, well, then you needed more silver to buy the gold coin. If there was more gold, obviously you need less silver, and vice versa. So we have the copper plated steel. Actually, these are stainless steel. So stainless steel has about 10-15% chromium, and that gives it protective from corrosion. Because if you have just steel, which is just mainly iron and carbon, it corrodes very quickly. So you better check the side of these coins, because that's the place where these coins are probably going to corrode first. And these coins are pretty common. I would suspect that there's at least probably 300 to 400 million of each denomination issued. Then we have the 10 and the 25, and we have the 50 and the 1 bolivar. So obviously nothing special about these. And as you can see, the highest coin of this currency was 1 bolivar at the time. But in 2016, they did issue a 10, 50, and 100 bolivars in steel. But I don't think those circulated for quite a long period. So by 2014, these are pretty much out of circulation. And at the time, the highest banknote was 100 bolivars. It was equal to about 2 cents in 2014. So the government didn't want to issue more banknotes. So the 100 bolivars should be the most common banknote you can get of any of the banknotes issued by Venezuela. But the most interesting coin that they issued is this 12.5 centimos. So there is no practical reason to issue a coin of this denomination, especially since they didn't issue a coin of half a centimos. And unlike the previous currency that this replaced, they did issue a 1 centimo. So this is the first 1 centimo coin they had issued pretty much in 120 years, because the previous one, it was a 1 centavo, so issued in 1877. So you could make change out of this 12.5, even though it's pretty practical. It was a half a 25 centavos. As you can see, none of these are being readed. But there's a historical factor, so here's a 12.5 centavos. This one is from 1958, and there was the last 12.5 minted in 1969. They're pretty common. About usually 5 to 20 million of these were minted at any one time. I would be surprised if there's like probably at least 100 million of these 12.5 centavo coins being minted. And if you wanted to buy a whole set of these, probably like $10 should be a good value. And as you can see, it has the coat of arms. It's a little bit altered. So this one has the flag with swords to one side. This one has a flag in the front and the swords are in the back. Then you got, looks like wheat. It could be a headdress of an indigenous person. You got horse. So this one, the horse is facing to the left, and this one's facing to the right. That's my right, my left. So, yeah, there's only a historical factor with these. These coins were issued when Venezuela was going through a prosperous period, and it's also something that only Venezuela issued. So it's a declaration of their own independence. So the last minting of the 1.5 centimos was in 2009. The 10 was 2012. Obviously, this is a single year issue of 2007. The 25 was last minted in 2009, but they did issue commemorative coins in 2010 and 11. The 50 was last minted in 2012. There is a commemorative coin for 2010. And the 1 bolivars was last minted in 2012. So, even though this has probably had the most mintage years, it's one of the harder coins to get. You're more likely to come across these coins. 12.5 seems to be a little bit hard to get, but not impossible. So if you want to buy all these coins as a set, probably between $10 and $15. I've seen them go for sale on eBay. But you need to shop around. Some periods of time you can probably pick them up for $5. When they all sell out, you'll probably be paying $15. So it depends on the time. Sometimes some sellers just want to get rid of the coins. So they're willing to forego any profit on the actual coinage. So I hope this helps you with your Venezuelan coins. Pretty easier coin to get than the earlier coins, but I'd say the most easiest coin series to get are the coins of the previous currency. Anyway, hope this helps you with your Venezuelan coin collection. Not an exciting thing, but it does make up for with all the denominations that were issued so far. Anyway, thank you very much and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.